let's get into what we brought you on for, which is totally off-topic questions and off-topic Friday. We start with a question from loyal DCTF live viewer and podcast listener Matt Stepp, who asks, "What is your go-to Whataburger order?" A question that I think should be on the Texas citizenship test. So Mike Craven will give you the honors of what is your go-to Whataburger order?
If it's not chicken biscuit time, I'm a Chop House burger man myself.
Okay, interesting.
I'm lactose intolerant, so there's not a lot of cheese there.
Yes, I understand that.
I am traditionally a patty melt guy.
Okay.
I like the patty melts at Whataburger, but I will also do the barbecue cheddar burger.
Yeah, the barbecue cheddar burger is very good. I like the patty melt as well. This is going to sound crazy.
Uh-oh.
But I go to Whataburger and I order chicken.
You know what? Here's the thing I will say.
I get the barbecue chicken strip sandwich, honey barbecue chicken strip sandwich.
I was just about to say it shouldn't work. It shouldn't be that good. It's deceptively delicious.
It's really good.
Yes.
I think that that is for me. I go to the chicken, which sounds crazy, but I do when I go to Whataburger, of course. Our second question, brought to us by @PettyBoss, PEDIBOSS, asks, "How did you get into broadcasting?" We'll broaden this a bit for Mike. Mike, how in the world did you get to where you are in your job life?
By complete accident.
Okay.
I had just graduated college. My dad kept asking me what I was going to do with my life.
Interesting.
I was at a Round Rock Express baseball game and ran into who was the sports editor in Round Rock when I played in high school, and he was just kind of asking me what I was up to. He was running the Taylor Daily Press and the Hutto News at the time. I told him I wasn't really doing anything, and he just kind of offered me the job, and that was pretty much it.
Max, how'd you get here?
Boy, it's a long road. I just kind of collected along the way skills. I mean, like, should we go over my stops?
Yeah.
Since college?
Yeah.
ESPN Magazine, KVU News in Austin, Austin American Statesman, Round Rock Express, where I ran into Mike Craven for the first time.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Okay, Round Rock Express.
Where'd you go from there?
Oh, thepostgame.com as an affiliate of Yahoo Sports. Then to yahoo.com, then back over to Yahoo Sports, then here to DCTF Live.
So I kind of like Mike, I kind of accidented my way into broadcasting. I did not study broadcasting. I studied print journalism. I studied newspaper journalism because we need more people rearranging deck chairs on the Titanic. And so I studied newspaper journalism, and I just kind of literally what happened. I'll tell you the exact story. So the first time I'd ever been on TV was when we started Fox. Was when I started doing Fox Football Friday on the Fox Sports Southwest show. And my predecessor as the managing editor, Travis Stewart, who was hosting the show, he left to go take another job. And literally my boss said, "Hey, we need you to host the show." And I said, "No," initially. And then I said, "Okay, fine." And now 3 years later, I've done the show.
You are stuck with it.
I'm pretty much stuck with it. That's how I got into broadcasting.
I would probably just say that the general sort of message I would just say is, I knew I had linguistic skills. I could write and I could talk pretty well, but not great, as I'm clearly displaying right now. But I always knew I wanted to use those skills to get into sports, have fun, and I've just kind of jumped around and enjoyed every little stop I've been at.
And have a Papa Shot in your office.
And have a Papa Shot in my office.
Yeah, that was kind of my thing too. I was writing, but I wasn't sports writing.
Yeah.
I just remember I read a book. I don't even remember what book it was, but I remember reading a book in like 8th or 9th grade and going, to be able to make a living just off the top of your head onto paper would be pretty awesome.
Yeah.
Like that sounds like something I wouldn't really need nice pants for or anything like that. And so writing just kind of became like, oh, that would be pretty cool to be able to make a living doing that. I never thought that it would happen. And then It accidentally happened.
Have you found that you've saved a lot of money on pants?
Oh, absolutely. Like, if you look at my half of the closet dress, I don't even know what it's called. I'm not allowed to go in there very often. But, where you put clothes.
Right, yeah. Clothes hole.
The
clothes hole.
Right. Half is the wrong word. If you look at my
Sliver.
section.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Yeah, it's mostly just T-shirts and mesh shorts and things of that nature.
The struggle is real. A question from our friend Avi Zalian at the Dallas Morning News at SportsDHS asks, what is the best eating challenge you have either done yourself or witnessed in person? I'll field that.
I have a good one, though.
Okay, well, so my buddy, Marcus, who now lives in Chicago, for a time he had convinced the Dallas Morning News to let him go and try all that stupid crap out at the Rangers ballpark in Arlington.
Yes.
And so I watched him eat what was called in person, I was there, what they call the Totally Rawsome Boomstick, which is a 2-foot-long hot dog that is covered in, like, pulled pork.
Yeah.
And it was the most horrifying thing I think I've ever seen.
That's pretty terrifying.
Yeah.
I'll let Craven go next.
I'm not a huge eater, but
yeah, I don't know why we keep you around for that precise reason.
Well, I have Crohn's disease, so I can't fit a lot of things into the belly. But
rule number 76: no excuses. Play like a champion.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I didn't get all the way to the line like that meme that goes around it, I guess. But my grandfather worked for the University of Texas football team forever, and I remember when I was a kid, Sean Rogers and Casey Hampton played defensive tackle at the same time, and they were at some bowl game, and there was like a dinner thing the night before, and it was all you could eat, like barbecue. And just watching those two plates, it was just, as like a 10-year-old, it was pretty intimidating. So I guess just watching football players eat would be my answer to that.
Okay. Yeah, that's pretty intimidating when you get that big hog molly in front of you.
I did a story on Takeru Kobayashi while I was at Yahoo Sports at South by Southwest, where I met our friend Don Povia, who's throwing the event that we will be co-hosting here at South by in a few weeks. And I followed him around for a couple days and in anticipation of him trying to break the world record for most grilled cheeses eaten in a minute.
God.
He broke it easily, and it was breathtaking and disgusting at the same time.
Yeah, that sounds really terrible.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I like eating. I just don't like...
I don't think I've ever participated in an eating challenge myself, unless you just count
would...
going to a barbecue place and eating as much as possible.
So you and I like eating.
Yeah.
Mike doesn't,
right.
But you and I like eating.
I would like to.
But I
don't
feel
ruin
like,
the narrative.
I feel like that would ruin it for us. If we were to go and like gorge ourselves on something, be like, oh, God.
I just don't... Yeah, maybe at 20 I'd have been like, yeah, I'll show you how much I can eat.
One last question. I found this one online. If you were President Obama, what would you do in your first week out of office? And this is something I think about a lot, that, every president, be it 4 or 8 years, seems like they age 16,000 years while they're in office. If you go look at a picture of Barack Obama when he was inaugurated in 2009, he looked like this spry young guy, and now he looks like an old man.
Right.
He looks like an old man. So, Mike, if you were the president, what would you do in your first week out of office?
Move.
Leave?
Yeah, I would probably leave, yes.
Just anywhere?
Just anywhere? Where would you go?
Just for a while. Just let it
disappear.
Let it kind of go over. Let the next guy be the most hated guy in America, or next woman, and then just come back when you're just like the cool guy that can collect checks to give speaking engagements. Places. So for the first year, I'd be gone.
You'd fall off the face of the earth?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, absolutely.
Max?
Which is my life goal anyway.
Yeah, of course. No, we all want to live off the grid.
Yeah, I guess I'm probably... This is a kinship that Craven and I share. I would just disappear. I think I would spend that year doing everything I could to never be seen by anyone in public.
Mm-hmm. And if you were with just like a really weird beard and a gut, just like, what happened to that guy?
I think what I'd do, I think I might tease like a real tell-all book.
Sure.
Like, I think I'd go on this big press junket and be like, you know what? I am not tethered anymore. I don't have a press secretary. I'm going to write a book that tells everything, the deep, dark, dirty secrets of being president.
I don't know.
And then never write it.
Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah. I would tease it, and then
you pull the okey doke.
And so then everybody would be like, hey, when are you writing that book? I'd be like, what book? What are you talking about? I'm not gonna do it. I think I want to make sure that I tease the American public one more time. That would be my job.
Sure.
What I love about questions like this is it really reveals people's personalities.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Like Max and I just want to go away.
Like I'm just a big jerk. Yeah, that's what we're saying.
You're here to toy with everyone, and Mike and I just want to disappear.
He is Mike Craven. He's a DCTF senior writer. Follow him on Twitter at Craven Mike. Mike, have an excellent weekend.
You too, guys.